potential lawsuits developing over shoreline erosion in general from the lake being full for such a long period. It's kind of a
please be sure to ask the question. So I'm going to start this, but our tribal council, as I said, the governing body, is in session right now. They're going to meet in executive session, so they're going to meet behind closely what that business will be. But as soon as they come out of executive session, they're going to come over, we're going to go back in, and we'll introduce you to the tribal council as well. And so,
yeah.
What is your nickname?
Zed. You can call just Zed.
Zed.
Yeah. Zed.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
I teach the bachelor student at the social work and rural community development department. So I am a half of ethnic minority.
Yeah. Welcome. Thank you so much for.
Who?
Jermaine White.
Jermaine? Yeah. Jermaine.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep.
Good morning, Mr. Chairman, Tribal Council members. It is my great pleasure to bring today visiting professional fellows from Southeast Asia. This is the civil, and I'd like to introduce you to them this morning. I have a list. I could ask them to introduce themselves.
Okay, that works.
Good morning. My name is Hanti and I am from Cambodia. So my currently job is working with a non-profit NGO which is support
Officers, and he manages all of those. So I've asked him to stop in for just a moment. And as far north as Waterton Lake, that's split in half by the United States and Canadian boundary. And when we discovered that the reservation boundary was halfway through Flathead Lake, people were astonished and really kind of horrified and disappointed. But this is the final outline of the reservation. So this is what we call a land status map. I have
we are not comfortable with our own traditional behavior or whatever we want to do. But I would like to know what is your personal thinking about how you feel with the government. What did you think about that?
Yes, and the Corps and law enforcement are here as well.
See you there.
Good.
Châu nhét vào mã được. Châu nhét vào không được à? Được rồi. Sao Châu lại có thể nhét vào? Sợ thật chứ. Đâu, đi đúng sự thật của người đó đúng không?
So is everybody just freezing? Is it freezing? It's basically the same as a reservation system.
So they do have a government like sedition.
So every tribal group.
จัดกันแล้วเป็นเลี้ยงจัดอ่านเป็นภาษาอังกฤษแล้วเป็นเลี้ยงแบงคอกพวกเจ้ากับบางกอกเนาะ
And so it's really it's a powerful thing that we do.
And like we say, it's for all Indigenous women, for all women around the world. I just read a thing actually this morning where there's these grandmas down in Africa that are learning boxing, and they have a little group where they get together, and these are like, the oldest is 85 years old, because they said there are more older women who are suffering from rape because they think they don't have the diseases that younger generations can have, or they're more vulnerable as well. So it's not this more our younger warriors, our younger men, they'll see it and they'll get to recognize my son. Why are you getting dressed for the powwow, mom? Or why are you putting your moccasins on? And I tell him, I go, this is the reason why we do this, and we're raising the awareness, and that you need to consistently be aware of these things, and you need to protect your sisters, you need to protect your aunties, your moms, your grandmas consistently, and that you need to also share this information with your friends, because it's you guys that are going to be protecting us in the future. So we're really proud that I'm really proud of my sister here and raising her girls the way she does, and to be strong with our culture, and that we're going to consistently keep going, and we'll consistently share it throughout our lives and our time here, and hope that our younger generations and our families and our younger ones will continue to keep it going as well, and that all women at some point will never have to, there'll always be the fear there, but for the most part, we always want to feel safe, and that's the most important part of it. So, but yes, so this is why we wear a
Okay.
And I think traditional spiritual practices have gotten stronger, and people are they're more comfortable and confident with practicing that, and not
because they knew they were gonna stay in there, and probably slept in there a night or so.
Candy. So you can say by saying there's some. You can say that.
So they had the respect
Okay.
to put this tobacco there and say, I need to use this. Maybe it was raining hard that night, and they needed shelter.
Yeah.
So they probably went in there and slept for the night.
Yeah.
We got a lot of homeless Native Americans here in town, and
And they.
as an offering to whatever. If we use the willow from the sweat lodge, we give tobacco because it's a living thing. All these things around here are living things. I like the bird sound. So I think, look, right there's there's an eagle right there on that limb of that tree. You see him on that?
The whole.
Morpheus. Does it happen frequently?
No.
Never? Not very common.
I don't know what happened. So I think it was happening.
Yeah, that is like Thailand 40 years ago.
Yeah, I guess it's really peaceful. Yeah, Thailand's not very peaceful unless you get into the jungle.
Whole big field. There's just under 10 acres.
10 acres.
เขาไม่รู้กี่ไร่
เดี๋ยว
เดี๋ยวไม่รู้20 ไร่อาจจะ
ประมาณ
ประมาณ
เอเคอร์หนึ่งมันประมาณเท่าไหร่ไม่รู้เนาะ
เอเกอร์เท่ากี่ไร่
not sure
Don't ask me. Suck at math.
เป็นเด็กแทบเลยไม่จะไม่
no
maybe 2 so maybe 20 ไร่ So, and the land is owned by the Missoula County Public School District. So that's the organization that manages K through 8 or K through 12 schools. And then the land is leased to the city of Missoula. And then the city leases the land to an NGO called Garden City Harvest.
Yeah.
Garden City Harvest has three parts to the mission. The first part is to grow really beautiful food for low-income people. The second part is to create educational opportunities in sustainable agriculture. And then the third part is to use our sites for the personal restoration of youth and adults. I don't know how. Specifically the Environmental Studies program. And students in the Environmental Studies program come here and study about sustainable agriculture. And we do it by not in a classroom, but we actually grow food here. And we're at the very end of the season right now. We've been growing so much food, all so many onions. Onion. Hom dangก็มี Hom yet. My friend Payong has a subscription.
Yeah.
And they pay once and then they get food every
Very good
week.
idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So my friend Payong did this in Supanburi with the Kongelian. You can go there and they'll give you food. Yeah. Thanakan Ahan.
If I am hungry, I will go
Yes.
to take food
You can get food.
for free.
Yes, yes. So here we're doing, we're inside today cooking these onions. We have guests from Laos and China.
How are you guys? Yeah, fine. How are you? Good.
See, we're cutting the
Yeah.
Yes, I know.
อมใหญ่ใช่ไหมใหญ่มากเลยฝรั่งทุกอย่างใหญ่ตัวใหญ่อมใหญ่ We have very international day. We have German person here and Japanese.
Sell on the grocery store. How much for this?
For this one, maybe about $1.
$1.
Yeah, it's about $1 a pound.
$1.
Yeah. Chico is trying to teach me some Japanese earlier, but it's very difficult. Yeah, so it's very difficult.
Yeah. Because you have to memorize all the letters.
Oh, she just. I was just going to show her I could try and speak a little Thai.
Okay.
เพราะว่าเมื่อก่อนผมอยู่เมืองไทยก็หลายปีมีคนที่ซื้ออาหารหรือ CSA หรือ the CSA แต่มีคนที่ให้เงินด้วยช่วยเรา A project for youth.
Yeah.
So we had teenagers here, college students, sometimes some senior citizens, everybody ทำงานด้วยกันสนุกมาก ทุกวันทุกวันกินข้าวด้วยกันด้วย
ว้าว
สนุกมาก
เป็นบรรยากาศที่
It's over. It's almost finished. Yeah.
โอกาสนี้สร้างกี่ปีแล้ว
กี่ปีแล้วโอ้20 ปีครับ
20 ปี
20 ปีปีนี้เป็นปีที่20 City Harvest has this site, but also has 3 other farms too. And then community gardens where anyone can rent a plot. And then we also have school gardens for schools. I think now we have 20 sites altogether. Yeah, and many people are working. It started really small. August. And then there's a big feast in February or March.
Like a fundraiser.
Yeah.
Get everyone together, have a good meal.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's good work.
มันไม่เหมือนทำงานเลยเนาะ
My word coming out. It isn't. It's not.
I think that this organization is really
Sure. So sometimes we have, well, there are people who are here in the morning, and then people here in the afternoon. Some students. Carrots and beets. Carrots and beets. Carrot, chemical.
No chemical ละก็จะเอามูลสัตว์มาใส่เป็นต้น
ผสมตัวกับstraw. There is in Thailand there's straw from rice.
Okay, no. I'm gonna feel it your way. Yeah.
Did I write weed?
Yeah.
So we have not such an idea here.
เพราะว่าที่จริงแล้วอ่ะ the problem of the organic farm is the insect in now.
Yes. It's much more difficult. But there's some netting that people use to grow beautiful vegetables. The problem we had last year when we tried that already. It was a long time ago too, but I think because I was really young when I was there. I feel like I can remember all the things that we say all the time, but when you get out of those things, red, hard.
The same house in the same
Yeah,
house
let's do the same. Oh, let's take it all out.
in the same house
Yeah, we had tomatoes here. Not that long ago. Wasn't there a vote about the Constitution and should the military remain in power? Yeah.
Okay.
Working to help build better lives and better futures for their countries. It's a great program and has a wonderful impact here at Missoula. Our fellows spend 4 weeks here in a combination of fellowships and workshops. They are partnered with organizations and with people around. Also impact Missoula through homestays and our wonderful, gracious, amazing homestay hosts, which I believe we have a couple of here in the audience, who welcome fellows into their homes for 2 weeks so that they know true American life beyond what they might see on our state representatives in PC and with other parts of the United States government, with the State Department, and to really learn more about how the U.S. works on a national level now that they've learned about the best parts of the U.S. here in Montana.
Recruitment of the local people in their own community, and we need to work with the local organization that have reputation or are activity that is worth visiting in order for us to make a better judgment, to decide whether if we want to partner with them or not. So we ask them to send wish list, proposal, or budget, and then we discuss with them, ask questions back and forth, and we might like check their transparency or how they operate of their whole budget. How would we prioritize your budget? This is just how we check the partner. So, okay, and my job is I take a lead in identifying
our volunteerism in Thai society. We have values and beliefs related to volunteerism in a way of living. In the past, Thailand was an agricultural society. People lived to take care of each other. This way of living is not only for their own family member, but also family to family in the community. They will all help each other. The way of volunteering in Thailand was incredibly changed after there was a special Thai word called Jit Asa, describing volunteer provided training for volunteer engagement in order to help organizations building expertise to manage and utilize volunteers effectively and inclusively. And we also have provided consultation to share their stories and experience in civic engagement and volunteering, such as we organize a kind of volunteer expo or volunteer forums.
Small plans, and it is a nightlife, like everything we need to squeeze together, being able to have enough space for everyone. So at night, but you see it very popular at the end of the day, like or in the beginning of the day. So morning from 7 to 8, I'll have all kind of things that an American or Canadian or people around the world can find. So